It was actually okay for me in the beginning because I was where I wanted to be and I didn't really want to leave Uganda, so I was fine with the whole lockdown thing. Now the problem.
Hi everyone. So I'm about to meet up with a Ugandan YouTuber who is from the US. He's called King Obutunda. So he's waiting for me somewhere. That's why I'm rushing. I want to go and find him so we can create some awesome content with him. Besides, he's at Oilcom and I'm locating him. I'm almost reaching there.
The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby, I don't want to lead you on. Now I'm looking for something steady.
Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm with King Obutunda. You're most welcome, King Obutunda, to my channel. Yeah, so we met around a year ago, and he's been creating a lot more content when he was caught up in the lockdown back here in Uganda. So, King, tell us about your journey from the time you got here and then the lockdown happened. What has been your experience like here in Uganda, and how different would it be if you had been locked down maybe in the US or in any other country like that you've been traveling to?
Okay, so I got here in January, literally weeks before the lockdown began, and it was actually okay for me in the beginning because I was where I wanted to be and I didn't really want to leave Uganda, so I was fine with the whole lockdown thing. Now the problems that occurred were they came after the lockdown with the restrictions.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of restrictions that restricted movement. It was a limited amount of time in your day that you can do certain things. Transportation was restricted.
Yeah.
It was just a whole lot of issues. So that was something I was not prepared for, but it was something that I quickly got accustomed to because it's not that drastic of a change. It's just an inconvenient change for me. Now, I will say this: if I was stuck in America, I probably would be going through a lot of depression and just I would be in a different state of mind. Like right now, I'm pretty happy, pretty carefree. I'm in a stress-free environment as of right now. I'm not working to live like I used to when I was back in America. Like I would literally every day wake up, go to work, come home, shower, eat, sleep, and do the same thing again.
Same cycle.
All right, out here, I get to do what I love. Okay, I do my own videos for my YouTube channel. I'm a content creator, and that's something I really love to do.
Yep.
It's educational, and I love to provide information to people who don't have it because there was a point in time where I did not have the information. So I'm fine where I am. Everything is just fine, basically.
Basically, King, you know that I create content about tourism, and I'm sure there's so many people out there that would want to learn more about Uganda. And from what you're seeing in the situation in the country, how can we better the way we present our content so that everyone out there who wants to know about Uganda can learn a lot, as much as they can, from the videos that we create?
Well, one thing I've noticed is that Uganda is very culture-based. Like this whole country is really big on culture here. So what would be a good thing for me to see is how YouTubers from every tribe or from different cultures who can go around and expose these different tribes and cultures so that people like myself who are foreigners can see what Uganda is really about. When I first came here, I had no idea of how many tribes Uganda had. And then when I found out, it's over 40, correct?
Yeah.
Well over 40. And then each tribe has its own language.
Yeah.
So, I mean, each tribe is extremely unique in its own sense, its own right as well. So, with that being said, I would love to see other local Ugandan YouTubers try to emphasize on those things and expose that part of the culture, because as much as we do have negative tribalism, we also have positive tribalism as well. And there are some positives that can come out of it, so it's just a matter of understanding your environment and whatnot. So I really would love to see more local Ugandan YouTubers express those things and just show the different sides of Uganda, because it's one thing to show Kampala. Everybody comes to Kampala, everybody does videos in Kampala, but there are different districts, different regions here in Uganda. So, let's also expose those things as well. I mean, there's a lot of beauty in the north,
Yeah.
There's beauty here in Central, there's beauty in the East, there's beauty in the West,
yeah.
there's beauty down South.
What recommendations or the places that you've been to would you recommend them to go to?
Okay, so far I've only been to Entebbe, Kampala, and a few towns in between Kampala and Jinja, and I've also been out west to Kabale. I would just recommend that people try, if you can't find the videos of these different regions and whatnot, come to Kampala, ask around, or look for different tourist companies that does tour travels in different areas and different regions. Also, people can link up with some YouTubers as well. If they are willing, these YouTubers will take you to other places and other areas where you can see these things for yourself. So it's just a matter of networking and asking the right questions, rather. So if you are one of those type of people where you really want to come out here, you really want to see different environments here in Uganda, ask the right questions and network with the right people. You really can't network with wrong people here in Uganda because Ugandans are very knowledgeable about their country. Yeah. So it's really nothing that they won't know, or at least be able to put you in the right direction. So just like I said, ask the right questions and be more open and more humble. You understand? So it's around, it's available. Just ask the right questions and get with the right people, basically.
There's something interesting that happens. People in Uganda, okay, besides the lockdown and what's happening around the world, people in Uganda want to move to other countries like the US. And we're seeing people like you come from places like the US and you come into Uganda and you're finding so much peace. What do you think is the driving force for the exchange of people here in Uganda wanting to go to the US? Well, people in the US, when they come to Uganda, they find so much freedom.
I can say there are positives and negatives to that. So the positives are people are just trying to find different things for them to do, abroad, and just find a different way for them to find success, basically. And on the negative side of that, I've found that Africans who come to the West, they qualify for certain programs that allow them to develop certain business faster, or get into school faster, or just make money quicker than a lot of other people can in their own country. So that same thing is also present here in Uganda. It's easy for me to come to Uganda and do whatever kind of business I want to do, or network with any kind of people I want to network with, invest in whatever I want to invest in, and do almost anything I really want to do, because there are programs that allow me to do these things. Yeah. Now, you have locals who can't really capitalize on that same thing because of these same programs. They don't have access to capital. They don't have the right contacts. They don't, they can't network with the right people, basically. Yeah. So there are, like I said, positives and negatives to that. Yeah. But I don't discourage people from wanting to go to the West. Only thing I can tell you is that you seriously need to educate yourself on the West, because every country on this planet has its own issues. Every country on this planet has political problems or whatever kind of problems they have. So don't think that, you're trading one place for a paradise or something of that nature. I've met plenty of Africans who were just absolutely astounded in a negative way when they first got to America, because they believed that it was, everything looked at one way, it was all paradise and it was just, the land of dreams and all of that good stuff. And then when they finally get there, they realize the reality of the situation is much different than what you thought it was. So me coming here to Uganda, it's the same. I knew Uganda was a beautiful country. I knew it was a pearl of Africa and things like that. But I also knew of the poverty that's around Uganda. I also knew of the infrastructure issues that are around Uganda. So basically, I took the time out to educate myself. And I'm asking others who want to, travel abroad or come to the continent or something of that nature, do the same. That's all you have to do. Just do the same and take the time out to educate yourself.
Now, you're a content creator in Uganda, and we've seen your channel grow so much, and I should say I'm proud of your channel, because your channel has grown by a very big percentage. What advice would you give anyone starting out to create content, and what would you say has been the reason your channel has grown that fast and you've been able to reach more people in a very short period of time?
Okay, so one of the few things that I did was I was consistent with my uploads. So I established a time on when I wanted to upload. I uploaded one video per week, and I was consistent with that. The next thing I did was I networked with a lot of different people. Okay, when I mean by networking, I mean I email or I DM or I just inbox different content creators around, and I try to go and do videos with them. Now, on my downtime, I was sharpening my skills with my editing and also with my filming, because I realized that quality of video is just as important as content of the video as well. So I made sure that I had focused on those things, and I networked with the right people at the right time. Now, being that I am here under quarantine and lockdown and everything like that, I'm a Black American from the West, and I'm here in Africa. This is the right time for me to be here, because just last year was the year of return in Ghana. Now 2020 was supposed to be something new, but you know, this whole virus pandemic happened. So next year is when everything is supposed to be happening. Hopefully all this pandemic stuff will be over with. So when it does happen, next year is supposed to be another year of return for different African nations. So as of right now, people are really trying to gather as much information as they can about different countries in Africa. I've gotten a lot of emails about people who knew nothing about Uganda before I started making these videos. So like I said, just be consistent, and I focus a lot of my videos on education and information. I wanted to make sure that people were prepared, more prepared than I was when I first got here, because I had to watch a lot of videos before I came here, but a lot of them weren't really educational videos to help you to be prepared. They were just like travel videos, lifestyle videos, or just different videos just to show you like a day in the life of somebody around town in Kampala. But it doesn't really show you how to navigate Kampala. It doesn't show you how to get a taxi in Kampala, or a boda boda, or an Uber, or get food, or any of those things. So that was just something that I had focused on to help me grow my channel, and lo and behold, it definitely grew.
Thank you so much for allowing to talk to me, and I appreciate you have being on my channel. So guys, make sure you go to the description, you'll find the link to his channel. If you're watching from any other part of the world, you definitely will get very good information from his channel. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I upload.
Peace, family.
Peace.